They were feared across the ancient world. A single Roman legion could crush kingdoms, conquer vast lands, and build an empire that would rule for centuries. Their discipline was unmatched, their loyalty legendary. But even the mightiest army can fall. This is the rise and the fall of the Roman legion. The story begins in 509 BC, when Rome transformed from a monarchy into a republic. At first, Roman armies fought much like the Greeks, in tight phalanxes with spears and shields. But soon, the Romans developed something far more flexible, the maniple formation. Instead of one massive block, soldiers fought in smaller, mobile units that could adapt to the battlefield. Every Roman citizen had a duty to serve, and the Republic forged a military machine that would grow into the most feared force on earth. What made the legions so powerful? Discipline. Training. Organization. Each soldier carried nearly 40 kilograms of gear and could march 20 miles in a single day. Their weapons were simple but deadly, the short sword, or gladius, the throwing spear, or pilum, and the massive curved shield, the scutum. The legion was a masterpiece of structure, around 5,000 men, divided into cohorts and centuries, each with clear ranks and responsibilities. With generals like Julius Caesar, the legions marched across Europe, defeating tribes, crushing rebellions, and spreading Roman dominance. Even after crushing defeats, like at the Battle of Cannae against Hannibal, Rome's legions always returned, stronger, more determined, and more dangerous. Under the first emperor Augustus, the legion entered its golden age. No longer temporary forces of citizen soldiers, they became full-time professionals. Each legionary served for 20 to 25 years, receiving pay, pensions, and land upon retirement. They weren't just warriors, they were engineers, builders, and colonizers. Legions built roads, aqueducts, and fortifications across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. From Hadrian's Wall in Britain to the deserts of Egypt, they held the empire together, ensuring centuries of what historians call the Pax Romana, the Roman peace. But even the strongest shield can crack. Rome expanded too far, stretching its legions across vast hostile frontiers. Recruiting Roman citizens became difficult, so emperors turned to foreign mercenaries and allies, men who often lacked the same loyalty. Civil wars tore Rome apart, as generals marched their legions against each other instead of foreign enemies. Corruption weakened discipline. And in 9 AD, in the dark forests of Germany, disaster struck. 3 entire legions, over 15,000 men, were ambushed and destroyed at the Battle of Teutoburg Forest. Rome never fully recovered from the shock. By the 3rd and 4th centuries, the once proud legions were shadows of their former glory. Overstretched, underfunded, and filled with foreign recruits, they could no longer hold the empire together. Waves of barbarian invasions, Visigoths, Vandals, Huns, broke through the weakened Roman defenses. In 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire fell. The legions, once the steel backbone of Rome, had crumbled. An army that had built the greatest empire the world had ever seen was gone. And yet, the Roman legion never truly disappeared. Its organization, its discipline, and its legacy live on in modern militaries across the globe. The very idea of ranks, formations, and training owes its roots to Rome. The Roman legion was more than an army. It was the embodiment of an empire. And when the legions fell, Rome itself soon followed.